2012 and everyone was like,
What the man?
The game received positive reviews, and while it was created by the same people who made Persona, Catherine came out of the left field. It caught a lot of people off guard with just how odd the game was. Of course, it was familiar enough to Persona fans to enjoy it, and it offered a little something for puzzle fans and people who like anime in general. Catherine is definitely a unique game, that is for sure.
I have really bad diarrhea.
Yeah. But anyway, if you're new to this game, here are a few basic tips and tricks for people who don't know about this game. So you play as a dude named Vincent. A dude that has been in a relationship for quite some time, with a stable but strict girlfriend, Catherine with a K. Vincent is content with just how things are. But one day, Catherine starts pressuring him into marriage and more commitment, which Vincent ain't too sure about. Feeling his freedom slowly being taken away, a young attractive chick, also named Catherine with a C, seduces Vincent and has an affair with him. And thus the love anime triangle is born. And yeah, the Catherine naming thing kinda gets confusing, but thank God for subtitles. But Vincent becomes extremely conflicted with his emotions. I mean, seriously, the guy can barely form a sentence. It kinda gets annoying.
Oh.
Oh boy. And on top of all the love drama crap, every night Vincent enters a nightmare realm, where he has to climb and solve puzzles in order to not die in the real world. Along the way, you'll meet ants, cake, alcohol trivia, sheep, giant babies, sexting, and sweating. No, for reals, Vincent sweats a lot in this game. Now, like I mentioned, Catherine is an odd game, but the story is kind of what you make it. While there is a definitive story here, depending on how you answer certain questions and messages, determines the ending. And Lord, there are a lot of endings, so consider that when you're making choices. So the gameplay is divided into two sections. The nightmare world where you climb and solve puzzles, and the real world where you hang out at the stray sheep with Vincent and his buddies. Everything else exists in cutscenes. Catherine is a very heavy story-based game, so if you're not into that, you're gonna have a bad time. But anyway, let's start off with the stray sheep, shall we? So every night you hang out at the stray sheep before going to sleep, which makes you enter the nightmare world. Most of what you can do at the bar is drink, which makes you move faster during the puzzles, and you'll get these neat little booze facts by the narrator.
I know this is sudden, but here's some trivia for you, as you seem to have finished your class.
Listen to that smooth, buttery voice. You can also reply to text messages and check pictures in the bathroom, winky winky. And there is this little mini game that you can play that is very similar to the puzzles in the nightmare world. So you can practice your technique so you don't get the crap beaten out of you later on. You can also talk to people in the bar. And there is some side quests where if you talk to certain NPCs every night, you can save them in the nightmare world. But honestly, it doesn't affect the story, or at least I didn't notice it did. I'm sure they're all just fine, but that's kind of the thing with Catherine. Minus the puzzles, nothing is mandatory, and it's really up to you if you want to explore the extra stuff. Like, nothing is gonna stop you from just leaving the bar without doing anything, so you can really cut down the playtime if you want to. Okay, moving on. So the real meat of this game is the puzzles. Each night you enter the nightmare realm, and you have to climb these block towers. The goal is simple. Just reach the top before the floor falls down. Now, Vincent can only climb one block at a time, but you can push and pull blocks, and hang on the edges. And that's what you'll be doing a majority of the time. The game does a pretty good job explaining how the mechanics work, and things come pretty naturally once you get going. But here's the thing about these puzzles. They are hard! Oh my god! And I'm not the only person who thinks so. This game is known for being extremely challenging. And yeah, for the people who are gonna be like, well, I beat the game on hard. You're just bad at games. Shut the hell up. Not all of us can be big nerds, you nerd. The learning curve goes all over the place too. You can probably fly through one level and then die 100 times on the next. There are also boss fights on the last level of each night. And oh my god, whoever designed these things needs help. Like, oh my god, what is that? Each boss has different attacks that changes things up, so anticipate that. They also climb extremely fast, so the pressure is on. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, go away, go away, go away, go away!
What you say?
Now, since the game is very short and has high replay value, I highly recommend playing this game on easy the first time around, and then bumping up the difficulty in another playthrough. And even easy can give you a tough time in certain areas. So after you beat a puzzle level, you get to hang out on a safe floor, where you can save, talk to NPCs, learn new techniques, and buy items. Now, you do get rated on how well you climb, and you'll receive a rating/trophy at the end. But by using items, while extremely useful, will automatically bring your score down. So if you're one of those crazy I gotta be the best completionist kind of person, avoid using items, you freak. You can only carry one item at a time though, so think carefully before picking up a new one. Now, if you don't care about scores like a normal person, and just want to win, the best item is the energy drink. It allows you to climb 2 blocks at a time for a little while. And Lord Almighty, it'll get you out of so many tight spots. Always buy it or pick it up when given the chance. So like I said, the game has multiple endings and they're all pretty great in my opinion. And while replying to messages and doing certain things will make that nifty karma meter go back and forth, the main thing that is determining the ending is the confession box. Before moving on to the next puzzle, you have to answer relationship questions. Now, sometimes it isn't obvious which one is considered the bad answer, which I kinda like. Just answer truthfully the first time around. The game has this online feature to see what other people answered, which is cool, so you can see how terrible everyone else is. Y'all need Jesus, good God. So while Catherine is an oddball of the game, it does offer an interesting and different experience. And yeah, it's definitely a game you don't want to play in front of your family. But it's just so out there, it's hard not to love. Even if Vincent's perspiration is obnoxious, and the puzzles will make you want to throw your console out the window,
What you say?
it's still a good game that has a lasting impression. And I hope this Basics Beginner's Guide makes your gaming experience a little better. So please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day.